Hey, what's up guys, Rex here. Welcome to this video where we're talking about a horrible article about Counter-Strike, multiple actually, on this very ad-driven site called InGame, because like my ad blocker says there's a lot of ads on here. Obviously I have it on. And ooh, it's so bad, it's like almost zero research, but so much confidence while writing it. And like, this one is like really bad. Let's go the best skins and how you can get them without problem. He's just talking about like skins. He's like, oh yeah, in Washington, USA, because that's where like the Valve headquarters are and shit. Skins have been sold for multiple thousand euros. It is quite. That was from 2021, and even then, almost at the end of 2020, so 2022 pretty much. And even that, it was quite the understatement. But that's not really that bad, right? He says, oh yeah, there's like stickers, and if you put them on your gun can go up to 10,000 euros. Which, like I said, even then it was such an understatement. Even then there were skins sold for multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, oh no, not really. Just 10,000 euros is really low for that. And he's saying like you can buy skins with microtransactions, which you would have to explain, because it's not technically true. You can buy like cases. Sometimes you can buy like certain stickers all the time, but like really, you know, just saying microtransactions isn't not true. And drops, you can forget that. And like gifts from players, yeah, okay. Or just getting a new level with you'll get your little 3-cent graffiti. So it's also not really true. And then he's like, oh yeah, all the rarity grades. And then he's like, 7 is contraband, right? Schmuggelware in German. And he just doesn't have the color, which is like gold or yellow. And he just doesn't have it listed. He says it doesn't have a color. It certainly does. It gets worse, But then he's like, oh, this part is horrible. This part is actually horrible. The most expensive skin right now, so we're talking November 2021, is a knife with the name StatTrak. So the knife has the name StatTrak. That is the skin name. The skin name is StatTrak. It is the skin called StatTrak is a butterfly knife, which gets regularly sold for 6,000 euros. StatTrak. No, I don't even know what he means with. What kind of butterfly knife he means, to be honest. Back then it could have been like some kind of gem, but I don't know. Well, okay. You forgot a dot here. And then he's comparing it to Fortnite, League of Legends, where accounts get sold. I mean, fair, I guess, but it's not really the same, you know? He's just listing some skins under 5 euros. Yeah, and then he's like making a huge ad for Skin Baron. Yeah, but the butterfly thing is really bad, in my opinion. The butterfly thing is really bad. And then he's like also, first let's go to this, because he says CS2, that's how I actually found it, because it's a very recent article. CS2 skins get an upgrade, Crimson Web and more could be more expensive. I was like, why especially Crimson Webs? That is quite weird, because Crimson Webs aren't really that affected by CS2, right? They're not like Dopplers or something. They're just like flat textures. But it says Counter-Strike 2 is showing how weapons with rare skins like Crimson Web will look even more exclusive and detailed. Okay, the video doesn't exist for me, maybe because of my ad blockers or something. That speaks against your video though, if my ad blocker is already just blocking it. CS2 is improving weapon skins like Crimson Web. They're gonna be more expensive soon. Skins are already astronomical for the most expensive ones. If a skin is fabric new, also Fabrik neu. Dude, the English version of Fabrik neu is factory new. Not fabric new. He's just trying to like pull it from the German version, which is Fabrik neu, which does translate to factory new though. But he just says fabric new, which is a totally different thing. Okay, something is fabric new and has a rare skin, I guess, like Wild Lotus. It can be up to 150,000. We'll go into that. We will go into that later. No worries. Crimson Web in CS2. Skins like the already extremely expensive Crimson Web are really benefiting from the new lighting and everything. You can now see the small spider webs better with the CS2 lighting. It's such a... It's weird because it's just so old school, you know? Like back then it makes sense because back then you were the coolest person when you had a factory new Crimson Web stat track. But now it's just like Crimson Webs aren't really that hyped anymore, and they're really not the focus of most people. Or it's already making a difference for collectors if an M9 bayonet has three big nets, triple net. M9 bayonet Crimson Web sold for 1.8k. I do believe that factory new stat track can even back then sold for way more. But yeah, this one is also really bad. AK-47 skin sells for 150,000 euros. Most expensive video game skin of all time. From the 16th of March 2023. A weapon with flowers on it of 150k. It was sold on the black market. It was just buff. It was just buff. I don't know why Hamburg, but there's a typo here. It's asking why is that virtual gun so expensive? Well, let's find out why. Let's just continue reading. Why is it so expensive? A collector has paid 160,000 US dollars for a skin. The expensive item is the Wild Lotus. Yeah. Normally, the skin is just a few $1,000s worth. AK-45? But the abbreviation factory new, it's showing that the gun is in a top condition. The skin and the rating together are responsible for this very astronomical price. And he's showing a buff screenshot with like the skin, but oh, what is that? It has, you can barely tell, but it has 4 reason holos on it. Maybe, but just maybe, that has something to do with the price, and not that the gun is just factory new and like a regular Wild Lotus in factory new sells for 150,000 normally. Like goddamn, there's so many factory new ones, so they're all selling for 150,000. That would be crazy, but it has 4 reason holos on it, so obviously that makes way more sense now. And then it's just listing like different digital stuff like Dota 2 skins, Second Life stuff. It sounds like a scam, crypto scam. Entropia Universe, Club Never Die. It also sounds kind of like a scam, but I don't know. Oh, I think I remember that story about that. Maybe that wasn't that much of a scam. Yeah, in real life you pay like $1,000 for the AK-74. That's still not the same gun. That is so uninformed. Like, it's fine if you don't know skins, that's like completely fine, I don't shame you for that. But like writing articles about CSGO, about skins, and like acting like you know everything and then making mistakes like that is kind of cringe. So, but that's the articles I found. I hope you enjoyed. It was, for me, it was pretty funny to read through them. I hope you had some fun too, and have a good one as always.